Well, welcome to the Mendota Ranch. So this video here is just kind of to wrap up the disaster of the hay video I was trying to make. So what I was trying to do was walk you through step by step on how we bale hay, mainly alfalfa, the ins and outs of that. So it didn't go very good. I'll tell you what, let me just let's jump in the Hummer. Let's run down there. I've been busy with shooters and hauling tractors to the shop, and let's go see where Carlos is. I know he's got one field he's ready to spray, and then we got one field baled finally, and he's hauling hay. So let's go check on that. Okay, here we go. Hey, come on, load it, man. Come on, what are you doing? Come on, lady. That girl. Feel like riding in the Hummer? So after you saw the tractor, it overheated the gearbox. It turned out to be a pretty simple deal. It was the hydraulic bypass valve had locked up, so the hydraulic fluid wasn't bypassing, so it overheated the gearbox, which doesn't have any kind of warning lights or anything like that. And it actually got so hot that it melted the cap for the hydraulic fluid, and also, which I didn't know at the time, it melted the PTO shaft to the PTO. So it got super hot. So far we just replaced it and changed the fluid, and everything's working fine now. I can't believe it got that hot and didn't break or crack or melt some gaskets. So time will tell on that. So yeah, so I wasn't going to be a $15,000 problem. It's a pretty easy fix. It didn't look too bad considering all the crap we went through. And the alfalfa's coming back. So let's kind of recap where we went. We started laying the hay down, and remember I showed you how we opened the crimpers up to let the blister bugs out. We laid the hay down. It laid for 4 days. Finally it was cured. Remember we talked about the difference between cured. Cured means drying the stems out. And we just started baling. And a little shower came in, and we got 1/100th of an inch of rain. So that shut us down for the day. And then literally for the next 6 to 7 days, every morning we had a huge dew. I mean, and no wind, and that is not like us here. Normally it's got a wind, and we're a dry climate. Normally we don't have the humidity, but normally what we do, we dry it down for 3 or 4 days, then let the dew sit in it overnight, and as the dew's leaving the next morning, then we start baling, raking, which extends our baling time for a couple hours, and then we bale. And it just nothing went worth a crap this time. So it laid on the ground, and laid on the ground, laid on the ground, then finally it dried enough, almost. Well, then it was pulling moisture from the ground, so then we had to rake it again. And that's where we got this hay. And at the same time, I was square baling over in the other pivot, and not that the hay was very good, but I was just trying to get the hay out of the field. So I thought, well, we get one round baler going, one square baler going, and then we'll get her done. And I raked that hay, and then literally square baled maybe 150 bales, little squares. And the back of the tractor, the gearbox, I mean, literally almost caught on fire. It was so freaking hot. No sensors going off in the tractor, no warnings. I could just smell it burning, and I got out, and everything was melted. The oil cap was melted, gone. And what I didn't show you, the square baler, PTO, the PTO shaft was melted. Of course, I take it into the Kubota place, and they say just exactly what I thought they'd say. Oh, hell, we've never seen this before. Freaking tractors, I hate them. So this is a small pivot. It's only like 51 acres. It made a little over a ton to the acre. And then my other field that was that half pivot over there, it's 60 acres. It made about 1,200 pounds to the acre. So it's on its way out. So we're gonna do something different there. Yeah, what a freaking wreck. So I got to redo the hay video here. We got to redo it. This one, I'm gonna go ahead and post this one so you can see what it's not supposed to go like, and then hopefully the next one you can see the alfalfa's already coming up. I'll try to do another video showing you from start to finish how when it's nice and smooth, everything works good. You're in and out here in 3 or 4 days.